screaming that it was goaltending. Kareem just hung. 5-on-2. They're saying Green didn't hit the ball, and it belongs to the Lakers.
Here it is again, look. No excuse for that.
Quickly achieved NBA stardom. He led the Bucks to the title in 1971 in just their third.
7 seconds. Finkel has dialed.
And Kareem. Ford sends it to Kareem. Sky hook up and good. Lakers win.
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crit.
What's up, YouTube? It's running back to video with a big body banger between two video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, subscribe, notify, you know what I'm saying? Today, I'm the build dealer on your local corner, and I'm coming at you with this next gen Kareem Abdul-Jabbar build video. Yes, sir. This was requested on current gen a while back, and I did it. So here it is on next gen. You know, I just realized that I didn't do it, and I understood that this would be an amazing build to do on next gen. So it is what I did today. Now, before we get into the video, like always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do what y'all gotta do, comment any builds y'all want. We have like 3 more weeks till 2K23 comes out, so let me know what y'all want before then. You know, I'm gonna get to some of these builds and then start a whole new chapter. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my second channel. We post bangers on that, you know what I mean, straight basketball content. So just watch. You know, y'all seem to like the first video. I got like more views and subscribers on it, so if you watching this, subscribe, and that helps me out. Without further ado, let's get right into the attributes that I use for this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar next gen build video. All right, so as you see right here, you got the logistics center, number 33, yada yada yada. Now for the height, you want to make him 7'2". For the weight, you want to make him 245 pounds, and you want his wingspan to be 7'7" with a compact body build. Kareem in real life was actually like 225. You know, he was very skinny, very slender, but he was still strong. You know, I just wanted to make sure that he was still strong in this, even though, you know, in real life he was like kind of a bit like Slender Man. But yeah, as you see right here, I'm going to max out my close shot because, as we know, Kareem's skyhook was crazy. That close shot is what upgrades the skyhook. So I had the attributes needed to get that 99 close shot. Then you see with the standing dunk, so you need a 75 or 70 vertical for elite standing big man dunks, and it's impossible to get that with this build, so I just kept it at 65. But I'm still going to put the standing dunk up to 90. You see, I'm going to put the offensive rebounding at 96, the defensive rebounding at 90. We're going to max out that block rating. That interior defense is going to be at 95, and we're going to give it a little bit of perimeter defense just so that I can still guard 1 through 5 with this build. You know, so I don't want to be a defensive liability, you know, totally. Then for the post control, you know, I was playing around with the post control a little bit, so I ended up leaving it on 95, I believe. But, you know, if you really want to, you can adjust it and have it a little bit higher and sacrifice some attributes elsewhere. But I don't really think you need a 99 post control, you know, but it's up to you. You see, I put the driving dunk up to 65, the layups up to 70, which eventually go to 71, you know, so it's a pretty balanced build. The only thing that it can't do is shoot 3-points. So obviously Kareem was not out here shooting 3-pointers. I think he only made 1 in his whole career, you know, but Mans was doing what he had to do on that skyhook. Like, Mans was killing people. He scored 38,000 points shooting mid-range and skyhooks. Like, what? You know, and Mans was consistent with it too. Like, for his era though, you know, if you watch those old era skyhooks were very prevalent, whether it was the 60s, the 70s, everybody was perfecting the skyhook. So Kareem played through the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, I believe. So Mans, you know, had to have that skyhook in his arsenal. And as you see right here, you know, I went with the 2 post-scoring takeovers. I went with post-shot daggers and advanced post moves, but you do have access to glass cleaning and defensive takeovers, but it's up to you. And you see, who do I get in the shades of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? So I did what I was supposed to do. You know, I had a good time with that But yeah, I did what I had to do with this build, you know, so let me know what y'all think in the comment section. If you have any feedback, any requests, once again, just let me know and I will get to them. Now, the badge spread was also very balanced for what it was worth. You know, obviously it was finishing and defending heavy, but I still had those shooting and playmaking badges to make up for, you know, everything, you know, but I did have a lot of Hall of Fame finishing badges. I had the potential to get a lot of Hall of Fame defensive badges as well. But yeah, it was a very dominant build, a very dominant post-scoring build. I was literally scoring everything that I touched within the 10 feet area, and on top of that, the height helped a lot. You know, Kareem being 7'2" obviously helped him with the sky hooks. You know, that was literally an unblockable shot. So, you know, obviously it translates well into 2K, especially online when a lot of players that our centers make their centers about like 7 foot, you know, 6'11". They like short centers. So obviously this center build would be a lot more dominant because it is going to be up to what, 3 inches taller than the other person, which then activates that mouse in a house badge, you know, which is on this 2K22. I don't know if they took it out for 2K23, but we'll see. But yeah, now Kareem in real life, obviously dominant. You know, I hate how underrated he is though. Like, he's so disrespected. Like, in my opinion, Kobe is not top 3. In my opinion, top 3 is MJ and LeBron interchangeable, then Kareem. You know, I feel like Kobe's like maybe 7th all time or 6th all time. You know, like around there. My list goes like this: LeBron, MJ, Kareem, Shaq, Magic, Larry, Tim Duncan, and then Kobe. That's how my list goes after extensive research and stuff like that. But Kareem is always so disrespected that he's barely ever in that top 3. And it sucks because just because he didn't have a popular play style, Mans is disrespected when Mans was a dominant defender. And on top of that, like when you're scoring in the post with post phase, mid-range shots and sky hooks, obviously it's not the most exciting thing to watch, but it's like dominant because nobody could stop it. Mans was consistent for his whole career, you know, played 20 years in the NBA and was consistent all of those years. He did not slow down at all in all of those years. Won multiple championships, multiple MVPs. I think he has most MVPs of all time. Like, there's so many things that gets undermined for Kareem, and I just don't understand why, you know. So I think we need to remind ourselves how dominant Kareem actually is, what actually was back in the day, and then go forward from that instead of just forgetting and saying that he played against plumbers, because he didn't. He played in some hard eras, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Make sure you like, subscribe on the road to 5K, you know what I'm saying? Comment any builds that y'all want, and I will eventually get to them. But until then, I'm out. Peace.